I don't even know, man. Ugh. Oh, whenever I get... Oh, XSplit just bugged out. What the... Oh, that's right, because they're doing maintenance. Oh, it's back. It's alive. Alright. XSplit almost just died on us, but it's okay. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, and hopefully the bitrate stays high, and you guys can actually watch, because we're going to get this one underway. It's going to be Abstain, Normal Guy, and Blank Out going to be playing against Zav, Orgbeck, and Alien. So, or I should say Alien, not Alien. Derp. Been saying too many European names recently, and Blank Out, oh man, almost didn't trigger that Wuju, but Ogre over there gonna be hitting that Normal Guy. Look at this, doing so much work right now as that Nomad, controlling Varv and Ogre, and he's just knocking him back. So this is a really good job, keeping a lot of pressure up while not taking a lot of damage, because he funneled him into that little channel right there. And the cold team is looking very weak. Blank Out about to die though. Can he unleash his ultimate? Yes it is, before that conflagration goes down from the igniter. So huge burst, couldn't even, you know, he had the flames, he was like, come on man, I'm gonna burn you, and then they're all like, nah, not gonna happen, dude.
The worst thing ever to happen to anyone in these matches is to die at 100% energy, and I know I'm a little bit of a victim of that myself. So no, we didn't see that conflagrate, we didn't see the Blood Priest ultimate come out, but we did see a big amount of damage coming out of Normal Guy, as you did say. A lot of crowd control there. I did notice that the Worm team did leave their controlling center there in the mid, so they did get 2 or 3 of those rune spawns. And that just led them to do a lot of work. So I do enjoy that Ogre PK here is a Pyromancer. He's kind of, it's nothing I really see that much in competitive anymore, but they are going to be going in and out. We do have Alien over there. Random Assassin has to get right back out of that, otherwise he's going to take a ton of damage. Vab doing his best to do the healing. Now I do notice the cold team is kind of centralizing there in the mid. We will have that rune spawning very, very soon. Blank Out is going to be taking a lot of auto damage, but he's going to return a lot of that as well to Alien, who has to really now be on his toes. And we do have the shield going down. Alien is going to get off that stun onto Blank Out, but Vav is going to be trying his best to get out of that. Not going to be happening. There's the conflagrate, but unfortunately I think it was just got him just in time to get shot in the face, and unfortunately no damage coming really out of that. Alien should be going down here in fairly short order.
Fancy play by Blank Out. He actually, before the toxin hit him from the Randid ultimate, you can Wuju, and while you're traveling in the Wuju, you do not take the damage from the Venom when it pops for 25. So, you know, very, very tricky play right there, and a lot of players don't know that, but you can actually use abilities, you can jump, you can use a lot of teleports, and that damage will not hit you. So that's why, I don't know, it's debatable sometimes. Randid ultimate's like, depending on the heroes, like, it won't do much damage, but here we go. Alien again trying to have a hard time getting in. As Normal Guy, good job controlling space, as well as Blank Out. You know, he is, you know, zoning him out, you know, throwing the boomerangs left and right. Now they left Abstain all alone, but Vav taking a lot of heat from Normal Guy as well. He's just spaced right by Blank Out, and that's not a good decision, as you are in the enemy's territory right next to their face, able to, you know, get blown up essentially. And Blank Out, oh, he's gonna just heal up just enough from hitting Alien right there. I don't know. I would like to see Randid not take early damage, which gives the Worm team meter, and I would like to see Blood Priest try and play more of a zoning game with Igniter. Let them make the first mistake. You know, if they're gonna wood you in, if Blank Out's gonna wood you in, then punish them with the Randid right after with, you know, camo combo. You can do things like that. You've seen Yeah Okay Bud. When he played Igniter, he would purposely hit trances, so, and he'd Living Flame right afterwards, so that he would actually not get hit by any of the damage. He would do damage, then knock him back away from the healer. You know, Abstain's just sitting in the back trying to heal way back and deep. So, and then they could like try and collapse on him or something with a Randid doing the stun combo, as I said. Get some darts, get a Toxin Bomb out for a little bit of slow. But we'll just have to see how they mix it up. What do you think, Jester?
Well, I did enjoy the play coming out of there, but it did look a little off, and I mean, some good fancy moves coming out here from the Warm team, just not fancy enough on the Cold team's front because, well, they did lose. I do enjoy watching this Pyromancer, as you said, the Living Flame, the invulnerability, very useful, as he said, to do tricks like what you just did outline. So you know, it's a good indicative skill level of the players that, you know, can do those things, and they know how to do it. They have the timing down, and we're gonna have to see what kind of timing we see down here. So very long range attack right there on a Vav, but that's just gonna be a little bit of spam, nothing too huge. Out goes the poison. The normal guy easily gonna avoid that, but BLGaming just jumps right into here. Right now the Cold team very bunched up, so a lot of big opportunities for AoE to take a lot of damage. Look at Ogre PK though, living his flame, trying to get a little bit of health back there from Vav, but Vav is not doing the best of his own as well. Ogre gonna be throwing down some fire bolts. Unfortunately, it just seems like he's too far off. Vav does go down very easily. I mean, Cold team there kind of split over, what, 60% of the map there?
Well, they went from one extreme to the other, you know, going from the ice bucket to the fire pan, as they were all clumped up in the beginning. So when he wooed, that stunned them all because they were all clustered up. A triple X strike came out from normal guy. Both boomerangs hit all 3 players. Huge energy gain and pretty significant damage, although it gets lessened every time it hits a target, but still very nice. And then they just sort of spread out, and because they were at, you know, 50% HP, and Vav having a very difficult time trying to do anything against his double pressures. Same thing with Alchemist. Once his space is down, he just drops like a little fly in a fly swatter. Like, look at that. He used his possession, Boomerang Storm, and then it was like, oh, game over. Good job, guys. So, you know, I'd like to see maybe a switch of healer. Blood Priest isn't quite there yet unless he has a very strong team supporting. And we just haven't really seen any successful Blood Priests yet so far. I would love to see some of the more top-end players try and pick him up, try and do something with that. But doing a little bit of a breakdance right there, blank out with his ultimate.
Well, we did see that double inhib with Sushi on the Blood Priest combo, and they destroyed their opponents there.
Yeah, double inhib, I mean, that's what I mean by, like, really good support. Because they both, like, used the runic barrier on him when he was trying to get, you know, when he was being pressured, but, no. We'll have to see. Alright, take this one.
Alright, so BLGaming just jumps right in there, no fear, over to Vav and Ogre. Alien, however, did go to the other side and tried to put up a little bit there. Again, the Cold team getting split right down the middle. Ogre's up top, Alien down south, Vav in the other corner. It's almost like a triangle here, and it's just not going to be working out very well for them. They're taking a lot of damage. Warm team, very high health. Vav, unfortunately, he just looks like he's going to get soloed down right now by normal guy. Alien is still in and around the area, but Ogre has to run away, and Alien has to be very careful when he jumps in. It's just not going to work for either of them. The conflict does come out, but that's going to be a quick GG.
Quick GG, 3-0 right there, and I'm going to pop the stream back up on here. 847 kilobits a second. That's good. It was up from 300 when it was unwatchable, so 983 kilobits a second. That's good. Almost 1 meg. Almost 1 meg per second going up to you guys, so should not be lagging whatsoever. And I think some of the issues were fixed with that.
We can hope.
So we can only hope. Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, in the world of internets, stuff happens. But I'm gonna put these brackets up. If you want to go to blgtv.net, it redirects you to our BLGaming page. Like I said, we are going to be doing a site complete rework. I've been yelling at Sobi for too long. He got fed up with me. Finally decided to attempt to redesign the site. He just got rid of Drupal. I told him Drupal sucked, and he's working with Rexus, who admins our tournament, so I got a shout out to Rexus as well. Rexus, Sobi1, and Cybertronics are adminning this tournament. Cybertronics is whispering me, trying to tell me what team names are where and who's playing, trying to keep me going on the stream very nice and smooth. It's always very good. That's what we like here at BLGaming, try and keep things moving along just nice and pretty. But I'm gonna show you guys the brackets. Right there we just saw Acid and Hypnotoads versus Infuriated. Acid and Hypnotoads was normal guys team, the warm team, as you clearly know now, because they are in the finals for the winners bracket. Now doing a great job doing some guest commentary. Hopefully he joins me for more times, you know, coming up. He is a Han, League of Legends, and StarCraft 2 commentator trying to break into the BLC scene, and I would say he's doing a pretty good job so far. I just wanted to say that we do have tournaments every Saturday and Sunday, as you can see here on this splash screen. So 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central European time. This is the US 3v3 Weekly, and Kill the King is tomorrow. 1 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central European time, and that is the major tournament with all of the best contenders going to look for some more prizes, and that usually would be the screen with the Killer King banner, but I moved it so it cannot find that exact file. So we're going to go back to the main screen, and I will let FourCourtJester say whatever he wanted to say.
Wow, so many great words coming out of you. It's definitely an honor to be here with the BLGaming crowd, especially Kast with a K. Yeah, Twitter's a very useful and insightful tool to use. I mean, it connects people around the world to awesome gamers in tournaments like this. So, no, very happy to be here. And, you know, the BLGaming crew with Bloodline Champions definitely does some great work. I saw you on the Gamescast TV last week, and very impressive numbers you guys are pulling. So hopefully this will help rocket that Bloodline Champions to, you know, that international level, because that would definitely be something to see. You know, WCG coming down the line, CBIT, Intel Extreme Masters, all could be some very, very fun stuff for Bloodline Champions. But we do have Twisted's team going up against Sushi's Too Lazy. They are going to be running their double inhib yet again with that Blood Priest. So we were talking a little bit about that Blood Priest with good support. Hopefully we'll see it here, and we'll have to see how Twisted's team reacts to this. Mizotu is in the kind of triangle there of the Worm team. He's going to be taking a lot of damage, but Dr. Hellno up in the corner kind of cut off right now. They're keeping Mizotu very busy indeed, as he takes a lot of damage. 37, big number there. I almost called it a crit, but there's no crits here, and he's going to have to go off to his own. Now, if he's healing himself, he's not healing his teammates, and the Worm team definitely know that, as they do indeed take down Twisted FKR. So now it's a 2v3. These double inhibitors definitely doing a lot of work. Mizotu, you know, he's hanging on by a thread. He's up to 50 hit points, 30 hit points. He's definitely going to be taking some damage now. He is line of sighted right now with the Doctor. Doctor's going to try to get out of that, but I don't see this really working for them too much against this double inhib combo.
Double inhib combo. I mean, Sushi, he got down pretty low, and I liked what he did back at the back end of his corner near the spawn area. He actually baited both the, you know, Twisted, the Thorn, and the Inhibitor to go around and follow him because he was somewhat low. He shot his ultimate out, the corpse explosion. They were just like, oh crap. And it got hit by it, you know, for a nice burst. I think 43 damage since it was a back hit because they were trying to not face him. AoEs can do back hits, guys. So face your opponent whenever you're like taking damage. It's harder than it sounds. But you know, here we go. We're going to see a lot more action happening right now. Sushi just walking out. He knows that the Thorn's face actually does have a minimum range, and he's just going to get out of there. But, you know, again, limited mobility on this Blood Priest. Only has a little bit of a knockback and only can do so much damage, as BDRX and Sushi are just going to town with ultimates out the wazoo. Gonna be taking out the cold inhibitor right there. Great play. Got him stuck in the corner from both sides. You know, they weren't just on one side trying to burst. BDRX was on one side, Too Cheap on the other, and a good corpse explosion trying to, you know, kill FKR over here. And he is just being annoying, throwing out roots, trying to stop all projectiles going through there. Mizotu giving him a little bit more time to heal up, as BDRX has his ultimate. Here it is, and good possession, you know, incapacitate right there. As long as Sushi is just doing that possession, holding people in place, BDRX can get a little bit more damage. And it is nice for that kind of CC tool, as well as you can space out. So again, this double inhib comp, I don't know, man. It's very interesting to see, but it is working very effectively, I'll tell you that much.
I remember listening to you back on Tuesday with the GLHF GG guys, and it was basically Nomad was your big contender that day. So almost it seems like we're going to see double inhib just take it so far. I mean, they haven't lost anyone this game. They lost one death in their best of 5 series against their last team, and I don't know, maybe something will need to be done, maybe something not. It could just say it's all about the skill, because these guys are definitely doing good amount of work here. Again, just jumping right here into the cold team. They have really no fear. Twisted seems to be the guy that they want dead this round. I mean, he is kind of the team captain, I think, and he's definitely doing a lot of work with that Thorn. Now, last game they tried to put up the focus on Sushi, but it was a little bit too late. Look at that, getting cornered right there. So much damage going into Doctor. And, I mean, cornering is just a great tactic to use against your opponents. You get them in there, there's only so far they can go. Makes great prediction shots, and just as we saw from the Doctor, he couldn't get out of that at all. Twisted going to be following there in the triangle, and now Mizotu, very full health, not really taking that much harass, but he is going to go down very quickly.
Yep, and you know, it's good play. BDRX doing tons of damage right there. I believe Doctor was ulting, and then BDRX was getting his ultimate off onto Doctor. So they were shooting off at different targets, whereas Doctor wasn't hitting his, and BDRX is like, you're just staying there, I'm going to use my Runic Confusion all on you, and you're not going to be able to heal through it. GG, learn to hit ultimate. But, I don't know, like, what? This is so annoying. Wuju's, Waji's, Runic Shields, Possession, you know, everybody on this Worm team is just bouncing around like a little grasshopper, you know, or a little bunny rabbit, or whatever you want to say. So Sushi is so lazy. The team comp right there, not actually too lazy, as they are really moving quite well. And when they got in the corner, they actually spaced back out. You know, Sushi got on the outside. Maybe a little help from Mizotu doing a swap. Might not have been warranted for. Regardless, we're going to be seeing how they do on this map, a little bit more open. But, you know, as we've seen great play on this map from Sushi is So Lazy, who is on the Worm team. And look at this, they are on Mizotu already. They're just relying on Sushi to try and heal himself. And look at that double runic barriers coming out onto him. So he's able to survive. Mizotu not able to really heal the other teammates. So both inhibitors are able to go to town. Sushi looking no bueno right here as he takes a full inhibitor ultimate. Great job. Around line of sight. Too cheap. Couldn't help. Maybe he was trying to focus Mizotu a little bit too much. Very hard to focus down a Psychopomp 1v1. But it's not over yet.
Well, I mean, right now we did see that Sushi, he did go down with his back up against that wall, which allowed that full runic infusion. And now BDRX, he's going to be going down as well. This is what it seems you need to do. You need to put a lot of pressure there onto that Blood Priest while letting Mizotu there, you know, just try to fend for herself for a while. It worked out pretty good this round, but I mean, you saw the damage going down, 400 damage to kill Sushi right there, mostly because of those double runic barriers, as you said. I mean, the very powerful tool for double inhib, because that's a lot of damage reduction that they can just throw down, because they know Sushi's going to be the big target. He's the healer, of course he's going to be the big target, and I mean, saving those, timing those, that takes a lot of good communication, a lot of good teamwork. These guys, they've probably been playing together for a little bit, and they executed that very perfectly. Now, unfortunately, that round, it didn't quite work off, as just so much burst coming out of Twisted's team, kind of like what they're doing right here. Sushi is actually going to get cornered right here. He has nowhere to go. 56 damage. That was a huge amount going down right there, and now we just see big turnaround compared to that first best of 5 series. Dr. Hell No going to be throwing down a lot of those ohms. There goes down those Twisted roots from, well, Twisted, and it's right now Too Cheap and BDRX. I mean, they might be able to self-heal themselves, but I don't think they're going to be able to out-heal 2 damage sets as well as Mizotu when he does go offensive.
Yeah, and I love what the Cold team has done. And you guys have been calling out for it in chat. Kill the Blood Priest. He has limited mobility. Sushi, after the space, notice they just jumped on him. He did a possession, and then he actually went forward with his space. At that moment, the Cold team, they're like, ding, 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 time to collapse. And they just went on him. Unfortunately, you know, they didn't put the runic barriers on him like they should have. But, you know, Sushi really isn't doing the best job with his spacing a little bit. Now he's playing a bit more back. And right now, it's going to be, look, Too Cheap's coming around the backside, trying to help him out. Mizotu is going to be distracted by BDRX. We'll just have to see how that one plays out. But Sushi playing definitely a bit more passive, getting help from Too Cheap, and right now they're going to swap things up, in a great EX spaced by Dr. Hellno. Going to get out of that corpse explosion. Sushi going to have to be relying on his teammates right now to help him out, as he is just trying to deal with Twisted. But look at this, Cold team down very low. Dr. Hellno using another EX space just to get great positioning and to stop that ultimate from coming out. And Sushi going back by Too Cheap. He knows with those runic barriers and with Too Cheap helping to spell lock and to do some damage, they can get work done. And that is a good combo right there. Using Corpse Explosion, then Possession to keep them in there. They don't have time to space out because they are incapacitated, or I should say stunned, while he jumps on top of a target. So that's a, you know, for all you Blood Priest players out there, use that combo. If you throw a Corpse Explosion out and you think they might just walk out of it, go and possess them. You know, A, it does damage, B, it keeps them still, and then Corpse Explosion happens, you get healed from it, they take damage, and you know, they're able to take a round right there. Sushi definitely playing a little bit more back. as well as Twisted and Doctor sort of split up target.
So that round looked very reminiscent to the first game, best of 5 series, and of course the previous round where Sushi's team did win and did advance, as in they did have a lot of control. They definitely took a little bit more time to kill. We didn't exactly get to sudden death, but at the same time a lot of self-healing, a lot of big avoidance from Sushi, so he definitely looks like he's smarting up a little. Maybe they were a little too overconfident in that first round, but right now the Cold team very split. Twisted is up there. He is trying to keep Sushi very entertained, but right now Sushi, again, just playing it very defensively. There goes the corpse explosion. Good amount of damage going down to Dr. Hell No. We do have the ultimate there from Too Cheap. It did hit about 3 or 4 of those right now. Twisted does throw out his thorns. He's trying to keep Sushi very entertained. As I did say, Mizotu there is bouncing back between his 2 melee, but Twisted and Hell No are very low right now. Too Cheap is going to get out of that a little bit. Sushi is still under fire. Right now, Twisted just does not want to leave him alone, and they might be able to get him, but they might have to swap it off for Mizotu. Mizotu does go down to Too Cheap's ultimate, and that's going to be almost a big exchange right there. So it's going to be the 2 inhibs up against Dr. Hellno and Twisted, but I don't think the Cold team is actually going to be getting this. Looking at their health right now, 30 and 4, well now 0, 20, 12, 2, and that should be it. So that brings us to 2-2 now.
Yeah, it is going to bring us to 2-2, and quick update, guys, from Sobi1, he is saying this in the live stream chat. We actually have talked to a developer with ONTV, and according to him, quote, high load at the moment, working on it. So, A, they were doing server maintenance, B, a lot of people are using ONTV, and that's why, you know, maybe our stream isn't getting priority, and, you know, that's why a lot of things are messing up right now. But we're going to keep doing the radio broadcast here. Even if the picture goes out, we'll try and create a vivid imagery for you. And it looks like Twisted FKR going to be down to 60%. Sushi being a little bit more offensive. He knows he doesn't just have to spam heals. He can throw M1s out and get FKR off of him, as well as it could allow Too Cheap and BDRX to kill him. Eventually, nice other side there by Mizotu, getting him out of the corpse explosion, and Mizotu taking a lot of damage from Too Cheap right there, so forcing the other side onto Twisted, and then actually Mizotu had nothing to save himself, down to 20%, but Sushi taking so much damage, so much focus. BDRX in the meantime been doing a lot of, you know, ohms and souls onto the Cold team. They're all down to like 25% HP, but they haven't focused one target yet, so they could win this round as it is a 2v3. Sushi did go down. Mizotu, oh, Runic Barrier, 1-minute hit. Yes, it is a 2v2 right now. BDRX trying to dodge and play with Twisted FKR, and he's going to use the EX Mushrooms as Dr. Hellno gonna try and bait a Wuju out. Not happening. Too Cheap actually gonna be using his ultimate, and it is a 1v1 hard battle as BDRX did go down right there. Oh, no Wuju for him. Dr. Hellno, he has an ultimate right now. Can he use it in time? Oh, Ohm to Soul combo, just doing enough. Able to break that barrier. GG's, and Sushi's team does win. So Sushi is so lazy is going to continue, as I am invited to another game from Sigma Pact. Not exactly sure, you know,